So I went to Walmart. Hey guys, it's Lego Builder 4 here, and I'm back with another video. As I just said, yes, I went to Walmart. I'm trying to adjust the lighting. So I went to Walmart to grab some supplies with my family for this family Memorial Day party we were doing. And I went down the Lego section while the rest of my family went to look at food to buy. And boom, the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter was just sitting on a shelf 2 days early than its release date. And I was like, well, if I can get a set 2 days early, I'm gonna do it. So I did it. And although it is a bit pricey, coming in at $60, which, you know, is a bit much. And originally when I heard that price point, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get that. But then I got it. So moving on, I'm gonna do a quick little review on this. So yeah, happy to get it 2 days early. So, but anyway, let's just cut into the review. Okay, so sorry guys, but real quick, I open it up and immediately is the new instruction booklet that everybody's talking about. And I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but it's eco-friendly, so yeah. Anyway, I just want to say that. Moving on. Alright guys, so I just finished the build, and I have to admit it's longer. I wouldn't say it's bigger, like width-wise it's about as big as I was expecting, but it's a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. But I mean, it's still a pretty cool set. I mean, it's not like that's a bad thing. It's just a general thing that I noted. So one thing right off the back that I noticed when building was that as I was going through it, the front and back were pretty flimsy as I was building. But now that it's complete, it's fine. But that's just something I noted. I mean, the back was fixed pretty quickly into the building. It was just flimsy for a little bit. But the front was flimsy up until I got like this part on it. So, I don't know. That was just something that I noted while building. So, there's just one thing to keep in mind if you're going to build this. Just be aware of that. Otherwise, the building was fine. Everything went pretty smoothly. It was quite the build to do in one sitting. I mean, I wouldn't say it was horrible or anything. Just, you know, it was definitely a bit of work to do in one sitting. But I got it done. So, anyway, let's just get right into a review and play features. Okay, so here it is in all of its glory. Again, it's a pretty long ship, and that's mainly just because of the tail in the back here. So, if we keep moving along, try to adjust the camera a bit. Yeah, it's pretty long. But anyway, so up here you can open this little hatch, and that's where you put Grogu. Then you shut it, and it shuts fine. It doesn't like get in the way of his ears. Good amount of space right there. So that works very well. But as you can see, it's not exactly the easiest to get Grogu out. I just accidentally fired the missile. But then, and as you close it, these two pieces of glass kind of get in the way of one another. So, I mean, that's one thing. And then you open this up, and if you take Mando's jetpack off, you take this off, it just comes right off like that. And then you just put his jetpack and lightsaber in there. And then Mando will be able to fit in the cockpit just fine. I'm not going to do that right now. Another thing is that when you're trying to shut it, this brick kind of gets in the way. So this glass gets in the way of this glass closing, and this brick gets in the way of this glass closing. So you kind of have to like force it down, and then it will click into place. So yeah, that's another thing that I managed to note. So it is kind of stuffy. You know, it's kind of like all smushed together. But it works, I guess. So yeah, let me get the missile loaded up again. Okay, so if we get a look underneath here, you can see the spring-loaded shooter, or kind of anyway. I guess it is kind of hard to see. It's right there in the middle of the bottom area, and the way you shoot it is just by pressing backwards on this piece. So you'll see that if you just push back on here, it'll shoot the missile, and now my missile is gone. But that's okay. Anyway, so yeah, you just push back on here, and that'll shoot it, and then just put it back and load the missile up again, and you'll be ready to go. You do get 2 extra missiles with it to load up if you want. And so yeah, there's that. There's these sides on here, and it's alright. I mean, you can tell it's like damaged, or at least not completely built, which, I mean, that message definitely there, and it's pretty obvious. I don't really like these light gray exposed studs because they doesn't really go along with the rest of the dark gray build, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, not really much you can do about that. I mean, you could take like another 1x4 of these flat dark grays and put it over that, I guess. That might work. But yeah, I just don't like the exposed things, but that's really up to you guys. Personally, I know this is something that a lot of people touch on, but it's not silver. Obviously, in the show, it's completely silver. But here, it's just dark gray and a bit of light gray. And it just doesn't have the same effect. And especially for $60, I'm not sure if it's quite worth it. Like, if it was, like, maybe 65, even 70, and like, had all the silverness to it, I would think that that's not horrible pricing. But $60 for this, like, light and dark gray, it's just not worth it to me. I mean, I'll be honest, the reason I got this was because, first of all, I could get it early, and second of all, to make a video on it, and third of all, this guy. But we'll get into that later. I mean, it is a cool set. I mean, I'm happy with the set. It's a cool ship from Star Wars, but it's not silver, and for $60, I'm just not sure it's worth it. So, something to take into consideration if you guys are thinking about buying this. And yeah, so that's really it for the play features. You just put guys in there, you can put stuff under here, and that shoots the missile. And that's about it. Alright, so moving on to the minifigures. First up, we have Pelimoto? I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, but we're going to go with Pelimoto. Maybe. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I haven't watched the show enough times, because I just watched it the one time, so I haven't watched it enough times to know exactly what her name is or how to pronounce it, but, here's her. You could see, like, she's got that little utility belt there. She comes with a wrench, no leg printing, but, she does have, no arm printing either, or any form of dual molding, but she does have the printing on her chest. She, of course, has the face and this nice hair. I mean, I think it's nice. It's, like, all curly and long. She does not have... Oh, wait, my bad. I'm thinking of the Mandalorian. She does have a second face, so we have her smiling, and then we have her smiling with teeth showing. I mean, not really that much of a difference, but, you know, there's that, I guess, so you can decide which one you prefer. And, yeah, that's really all there is to this character. Oh, there is back printing, so if we take off the hair again, you can kind of see the back printing a bit better. And, yeah, that's it for Pelimoto. Next up, we have the Mandalorian. And in this set, he actually doesn't come with a gun like he normally does, just the Darksaber, the Lego Darksaber. I mean... Again, I really don't like the Lego Darksaber because it doesn't look like the Darksaber. It just looks like a normal lightsaber that's black. But it is what it is. Otherwise, it's just the same as all the other Mandalorians with the, whatchamacallit, the Beskar armor. Except for one thing. If we lower the lightsaber, alright, take off his helmet, boom. I don't know if this was in the Jabba the Hutt set. Quite frankly, I don't even know if... No, wait, Mando's not in the Jabba the Hutt set. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is the first time where Lego has done a face printing for Mando here. So we finally have his face shown, and that is great. I mean, I think it's pretty nice. Definitely better than the just plain black head. So we finally upgraded and have his face available. But, you know, it's covered up by the helmet anyway. But, you know, Grogu can now see his head. I mean, he doesn't come with hair to put on him for him to have his helmet off, but it's definitely an improvement. Now we just need them to improve the Darksaber, and I think we'll be good. So, he of course has printing everywhere. He's got the nice arm printing, the chest printing, leg printing, and the nice helmet that is not the same shade of silver as the rest of the body armor is, but you know, it's okay. Then we got this like metallic jetpack on the back, and then if you take the jetpack off, you can see he's got back printing as well there. So yeah, otherwise besides the head, again, he's just the same Mando as we've always seen before with the Beskar armor. So no differences besides the face printing, but that's a pretty major difference to me. And I also think this is the first time where they give him the Darksaber, so you know, quite a few different things that are going on here. But yeah, that's it for Mando. Next up, we've got Grogu. I'm gonna check the box. Oh my gosh, yes, guys, on the box, it no longer says the child. It says Grogu this time, which is great. So LEGO really is improving their set designs. Wow, no, that's the word I was looking for. Set designs and upgrading the character looks. Well, yeah, looks. So, it's just the normal baby piece with the small bit of printing there, none on the back. And then, yeah, just the two-piece Grogu, nothing different than the other ones. Again, for what I think is the first time ever, we have a BD droid. Very nice. Definitely giving me some Jedi Fallen Order vibes right now. I did play that game, and I was pretty happy with it. Definitely a good game. I recommend you guys play it if you haven't already. And, so yeah, BD droid. It's not, of course, the same one from Fallen Order, but, it is a version, and it's very nice, and, that's definitely shows that we could be getting one in the future. In fact, I think we are. I'm pretty sure there was just a revealed version of the Fallen Order version of like a buildable BD, whatever its number is. I'm sorry, I don't actually know. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's got a little stud on its back. Not really sure what for. I guess you can stick something in there if you want. It's got the same little printing on both of its arms. Not really much body printing, just like a little line. But then, you know, you got the printing on the head, nothing on the back or the top. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the BD droid. Alright, so with that, that is the final of the review for the Mandalorian Starfighter set. Well, real quick, just figured I'd get this out there. It has 412 pieces. So, there's that. And there's a look of them both being in there. And I actually found out that you can only fit the jetpack in the middle there. So one last note, can't fit the Darksaber. So I just gave the Darksaber to her on the ship. Only the jetpack. So you're going to have to do something else when you're flying. Me, I just gave it to the technician. Even though Mando will, of course, never do that. But, oh my gosh, guys. I don't know how I didn't notice this before. Real quick, before I end the video. Look at this. Has that always been there? I think that's new for this helmet. It's got the little studs where you can actually put something on his helmet now. Maybe that's always been there, but for me, I think I only just noticed that. Well, anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you can be notified the next time I upload, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you all for watching.